Hey guys, can everybody see and hear me all right? I don't actually know how many people are in here. It says a couple are in here. One of them is my wife. Can you hear me okay? So, anyway, I don't know what kind of background noise you're getting. I'm sitting at a truck stop. And hi, Dad. Sitting at a truck stop in Paulsboro, New Jersey. And, last time I did a live, I was in Albert Lee, Minnesota, and it was like 0 degrees. I had the truck running. Today it's beautiful, and I have the window down. I got the windows down, and my gosh, I keep looking around. I mean, the truck stop is like the home to stupidity now. I just can't believe what some people are doing in here anyway. But yeah, it drives me nuts. Anyway, till we get some more people in here, I'll start telling you why I'm in Paulsboro, New Jersey. I've been here for 3 nights now, and yeah, 3 nights. So I delivered the other day. I actually delivered some Humvees to Fort Dix, New Jersey, and came down. And I've been working for a company every day, basically running. I mean, it's through Landstar, but they needed somebody to run shuttles, just 27 miles, 2 a day. I actually haven't done two every day, but I'd like to tell you who the company is and everything. But this is kind of a secret with them. It's not like some weird top secret thing. It's just that I'm pretty sure they're trying not to let their customers know what they got going on or something like that. But so I got to respect that for the customers. But been a pretty good deal. The worst part about it is staying at the Paulsboro, New Jersey truck stop every night. But it's okay. It's not too horrible. There's worse places than this. Um, yeah, except man, what a place to watch how bad the trucking industry has come when you sit here and just, oh, man. Yeah, I've had at least three people now park just right in front of me to take their 30-minute break, which I didn't really care. One actually got out and said, "Hey, am I blocking you?" I said, "Nope, not till morning." He said, "All right, I got to do a 30-minute here." And I'm kind of at the end of the reserved parking, which means beside me is where they fill the fuel tanks and everything, and there's nobody off to the right of me. So it actually is a good place for him to pull up instead of sitting at the pumps doing it. So they pulled up, and like I said, two didn't even ask. I doubt they could speak English if they did ask, but one actually did get out. He said, "Am I blocking?" "Nope, nope, you're good." I'm pretty sure the guy next to me isn't even in the truck. Pretty sure he paid for parking, and yeah, just stayed there because I haven't heard anything out of that truck. Here's some upcoming things we got going on. Uh, Before we get into what the actual title of this was, where I'm going to talk about Mid American Truck Show that we're going to be at next week, and also some collaborations that I'm working on. But I did finally I picked up my headache rack. It's the headache rack was a custom made 3-door headache rack for a W900. Doesn't really matter what it was made for, frame rails are the same. And it actually sits on the frame. It doesn't get held on U-bolts. It actually bolts into the frame. It's a 3-door. It's all aluminum except it has 3 stainless steel doors. And then it has 8, 9, 10. It has 11 or 12 lights up top. It has 4 4-inch round on each side, and then like 2-inch round in the middle. I can't remember how many are in there. But the aluminum part of it, and this is all going to be a video. My wife and me picked it up the other day. We took it to my shop, and that's where it's at until I get a little bit of time. But I'm actually going to paint the aluminum to match the truck. Oh, yeah, heaviest thing you ever tried to lift. And yeah, I'm going to paint all the aluminum to match the truck, and then the stainless steel doors are going to stay the same. We're also going to make a couple changes to it. in that it's going to have a friend of mine is a welder by trade. He's going to make a bracket for the top of it that'll stick up over the cab, and that's where the beacon light will go eventually. Um, yeah, we got a few changes, but it's a really nice headache rack. I got it used. It was custom made for this truck years ago. The guy ran the truck for a lot of years, and then he sold it, and the guy he sold it to hauls mulch. So obviously, a guy doesn't need a headache rack, and weight is a big thing to him. It also came with 2 side boxes, a set of side stainless steel steps. It's for videos to come. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Also, here is the it's going to be black. It wouldn't look good on your Pete. Here's the other thing I got going on here. So my batteries in this truck are just shot. They're pretty well dead. I mean, in fact, I've been sitting here for about an hour with the truck off. The fridge is turned off in the back. I turned it off. I have a fridge and a electric cooler, and pretty much my batteries are dead. Now, I do keep, if you watch my video about the Goodall jump start box, I do keep that with me, and that was fine if you were overnight, you're in there overnight and it drains down and you got to start it, but it's too bad now. It's just like every hour, I can't go an hour without it going dead. What I ordered was a start module. And if you don't know what a start module is, it's basically, my truck has 4 batteries. You take out the 4th battery. Now, let me back up here. There was a company called Maxwell that used to make these, and people loved them. And unfortunately, that company was bought by Elon Musk for their battery technology. And this part of the company, I guess they didn't feel was, worth them keeping. So they just discontinued this part. And they were the only one that made it. Now there's another company. I believe they're out of Canada. Skel Tech, I think they're called. SKEL Tech or something. But the start module is called the Skel Start. So basically what it is it's my 4th battery. I buy 4 new batteries, or 3 new batteries. The 4th battery is now only to start the truck. So when you start the truck, it charges up your batteries. It also charges up the the thing I was just talking about. Starts up the 4th one, but that one doesn't lose power as your truck's draining power. That one actually has its own cable that runs up to the starter, and that's how the truck starts. So pretty cool. That's going to be its own video. It's going to be, I'm going to buy 3 new batteries and the start module. And now the start module cost about $100, but it's supposed to last a super long time as compared to your batteries. And supposedly it's worry free. So at nighttime you can leave everything on, let it drain down, and your truck will always start in the morning. But anyway, I don't want to drag this on all night. I just want to talk a little bit about, first of all, I'll start with some collaborations that we're going to have going on here pretty soon. I became pretty good friends with a couple other YouTubers over the last little bit. I'm sure you have all heard me talk about Brett from Patriot Specialized in Heavy Haul. And we become pretty good friends. He's helped me out a lot through this journey, along with him, my dad, a friend Mark. There's no shortage of people I can call, especially when it comes to, chaining and strapping and everything. But we become pretty good friends. We talk a lot on the phone. Go over and check out his channel. Almost everything he does is heavy. It is heavy haul, oversized, something. If it's not oversized, it just means that he's trying to get home. He might grab a load to try to get home. He does some crazy stuff. Make sure you check out his Boston video. That will make your blood pressure go up. It definitely did mine. But we're going to collaborate on some stuff. And also Trucker Dave from the channel Trucker Dave and Red. I met him when I was in Albert Lea the last time I did a live. I just happened to be inside the Skull Tavern. He came walking in, sat down to order a steak meal, and I went over. We got to talking and became friends. We've talked a lot. Actually, last night, me and Brett and Dave talked like on a three-way call. He merged in. I told Brett to call me. We merged in, and we just talked for a long time. And we said, you know what, this would be, great to do a live like this and include, our fans from, everywhere in it. And yeah, that could be a lot of fun. But the other thing is the Mid American Truck Show. We will be there next week. Some people have reached out to me and asked me if I have a booth. No, I don't have a booth. Somebody just screamed over there. It was a guy. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a woman or anything. It was just some guy. Anyway, we'll be at the Mid American Truck Show next week. We will not have a booth. But if you want to get a hold of me, I'm actually going to get in there probably Tuesday is my plan. I'm taking the truck this year. This is the first time. We've always driven our car, but it seems like when I do that, I miss a whole week of work. So I'm taking the truck in on Tuesday. The wife is flying in on Wednesday. We will be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll be there all 3 days. If you're going to be there and you want to meet up or want to get a hold of me, reach out to me on our Facebook channel, truckingresources.com. Send me a message, and I'll send you back my private info, my phone number and stuff. That way you can text me or give me a call. There was a guy reached out to me last night. So you can text, give me a call, and, if you want to meet up, me and the wife, we go every year, and we've pretty much have a great way of laying it out. We pretty much do half on Friday, half on Thursday, half on Friday. And then Saturday is kind of whatever we want to go back and see, that we haven't seen yet. So, like I say, we will be there. My dad's going to be there. I know a lot of other YouTubers are going to be there. I'm pretty sure Steve from FSC Trucking will be there. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy that has the old Keen Leasing 1984, I believe. He calls it Orwell. It's a cab over Peterbilt, 84, 85. 362 Peterbilt. He was there last year. I'm pretty sure he'll be there this year. Tim Gentry will definitely be there. Tim Gentry's actually trying to finish up a truck now. Mother Trucker's always there. I don't know who else. There will be a whole bunch of other people. And my wife just put my email address down there, and you can feel free to email me, and I will email you back the phone number and everything. And you just get a hold of me if you need to, and or if you want to meet up. And we're always looking to take a break from the show. If you've never been to Mid American and this is your first year, you're in for a treat. It's not just a truck show; it's the convention part of it. Everybody that's anybody in trucking, I mean businesses, any business that has anything to do with trucking, is pretty much there. And I learn something new every time. I always see some new product. Usually it's stuff I can't afford, but I usually see a lot of different products. So, so that's that. I just wanted to make this a short live just to catch you guys up on what I'm doing. And I got one more day here. No, Peanut, I have never been there. I always wanted to go there, and it always seems like there's some kind of conflict when that happens. But I should actually look it up and get out there. The guys at Pittsburgh Power are friends of mine. I know they make that a big event out there. But I would definitely like to get out there. In fact, I ought to look it up and just see if I can get out there with the truck. And for a long time, it was always, if it was a big show over the weekend far away, I wouldn't go. I would stay home. But now I've been staying out on the road more at different times. So, I definitely could have some fun there. And I actually haven't even been to Walcott for a while. And Peanut, who do you drive for that has a few trucks? Or who's your company that has a few trucks? I know the big guys go to, Walcott, Mid American, IMT. I'll look them up. I think I know that, but I'll look them up. I got to tell you, the truck show at Mid America to me has kind of become not as much fun. Cool stuff to see, but so many of these trucks are sponsored now. I mean, you're talking, or they're parts of big companies, like Troy Massey. Troy Massey has a big company, and what he puts out is beautiful. But I'm into the working class show trucks a little bit more. You know what I mean? If it's got a couple bumps and bruises on it, that's okay. But guys that work it every day and show it. Um, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Troy Massey's part of the build off this year, and nothing against Troy Massey. I mean, I know where he came from. I know what his company came from. It's just a lot of trucks are like his, where they're people who had a lot of money to dump into. Quarter million, 300,000, $400,000 trucks. Um, it's not odd to see there, and me, I'm more into the other, but we still walk around. I'm just more into the working class show trucks, or even the restored older show trucks. But we will look around and we will see some great stuff and we'll get some great video. But that's just my opinion. That more, I don't think I would go to Louisville for the truck show. I would pretty much go there for the convention part of it. 1 million square feet, and yeah, that's true. They changed things this year. They're not using the Papa John's parking lot like they did before. They have another area, an area I'm not too familiar with. From what I saw from driving around the parking lots inside the show, I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to pay to park inside the show. There's a lot of nice parking in there, and a little bit more secure. I don't know the area, this whole area where they have trucks parking this year. In case you don't know, I mean, I don't know. I know Louisville fairly well, and I don't think that South Side is the whole best section of town. When you get out of the secured areas, so I kind of think I'm just going to pay the money. It's $40 a day to park your truck in there. I don't think they'll charge for Tuesday, so I'd pay, for 3 days. It's a write off. I think it's worth it. Until I get to scope out the new parking. Maybe I will go over and scope out the new free parking and like what I see, but we'll see what happens there. But either way, if it's something you want to see or you want to get a hold of me, yeah, reach out to me and I will get a hold of you. And or give you my number. You can get a hold of me. Like I say, Friday and Saturday will be there, or Thursday and Friday will be there most of the day. Usually we start pretty early. Usually we die out about 3 o'clock. I mean, it's a lot of walking. It's a lot of a lot of mind drain, and usually we go find something to eat. Or Tony Justice is opening the concert. I don't remember who the headliner is. I didn't know who it was. Honey, if you remember who it is, you can put it down, but that's okay. The last couple of years, we actually only went to see Tony Justice and then left after he opened. I know he's pushing to be the headliner here, really trying to get that headline spot. Steel Woods, yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know who they are. No disrespect to them, I just don't know who they are. But yeah, I know Tony Justice is pushing for that. For that headline spot. And quite frankly, if there's any place that he's going to have the most fans ever, that's where it's at. I've actually seen him at a lot of truck shows. He was at one he was at one actually near us in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. I saw him last year in Illinois. Yeah, and always a great guy. If you don't know him, great guy to meet and listen to his music. That's right. Yeah, there's an opening reception Thursday, and Tony is doing an acoustic show there. And actually, last year when I said he was in Lebanon was a 2-day show, and he was there both days. And the first night he did acoustic, and he is really good at acoustic. He did some stuff. I thought he would do all his slow stuff, and he didn't. He did Outlaw Ride acoustic. He said he couldn't do Last of the Cowboys acoustic, but he did some of his faster stuff too, and it was great. Just a small crowd there watching him, and so if you get a chance to check that out. But yeah, if you're going to Mid American, if it's your first time, you're in for a treat, and if it's you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about. So, but stand by for that. At the other, I talked about Trucker Dave and Red. We're gonna do some collaboration, so. Also with Brett from Patriot Heavy Haul, and Patriot specialized in heavy haul. So check out their channels. You'll get acquainted with them. I love both their channels. That's how we became friends. And yeah, so yeah, Peanut Trucker. I'm actually gonna look in. I'm gonna look into that. I hadn't thought about it, but um, I will definitely look into that and see if I can't get out that way. If I don't have a conflict at home that weekend, I will definitely try to get out that way. It is a show that I've always wanted to see and never got out there for it. The only big show I really ever get to is Mid American Truck Show, and a lot of small ones around home. Uh, we also have coming up, we have the Make a Wish convoy. That's something that we do every year. My wife is actually the chairman of it. It's a huge convoy. It's all for Make a Wish. It's actually the longest convoy in the world. It's not to be mixed up with the world's largest convoy. That was a bit different the way they set it up. They set it up multiple places all over the country, and I don't want to discount what that was, or I don't think it goes on anymore, but what that was, because it was for the Special Olympics. So also a good cause. But ours is all one convoy. It's in it's in Manheim, Pennsylvania on Mother's Day every year. Look it up. It's not too hard to find. It is a great event. It will change your life. And I mean that. When you get out there on that convoy trail and you see how many people come out to support us, when you see the Make-A-Wish kids get put in the truck, um, yeah, so it's pretty impressive to see. And Peanut, my wife had my email up there, Finch Resources at gmail.com. Yeah, finchresource@gmail.com. Send me some picture of that. I'd like to see that. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. One of the new W9 flat glass with a double eagle replica sleeper. Wow, that's pretty. Yeah, I'd love to see that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, the wife just put it there, wishconvoy.org. Check it out. All truck drivers are welcome there. It is $100 registration, but all money goes right for Make a Wish. Lots of food there. There's actually, it's kind of a carnival in the morning, starting at what, about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever. There's basically carnival, all kinds of stuff going on. Lots of food trucks, everything. And then the convoy pulls out at 1:30. It takes about an hour and a half. It's a 26-mile convoy. And if you choose to come back, oh, Boston Trucker will be there. Wow. I've become a pretty big fan of Boston Trucker. He's a lot of fun. I watched what he was doing before, and then he just got that brand new truck, and I was watching the way he was ordering it and everything, being a company driver, and they let him order the truck the way he wanted. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Boston Trucker, so I hope I get to see him there. And yeah, the only thing I don't like about him is that he lives in Boston, but I'm not a fan of Boston, just driving in Boston. But yeah, I really hope I get to see him too. But anyway, yeah. So hey guys, thanks for watching. It was on a Wednesday, and if you're watching this afterwards, feel free to reach out to me. Just kind of a small last minute thing I wanted to do to update people as to what we have going on here in the next couple weeks. I'll try to put out some more videos before then. I'd like to put out some videos of different stuff I'm hauling. Maybe whatever I take down to the Louisville area. Maybe I'll be able to get some video of that. Hi, Scotty. Scotty Collins just checked in, and I actually got to talk to him on the phone for the first time last week. Definitely one of my, comments on everything, and yeah, we got to talk on the phone, and yeah, super nice guy. I hope to hear from you again, Scotty, and. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off here. I don't have too much more to say. Would just be rambling on. But again, hope to see you guys at Matt's. Give me a call. If not, plan on it for next year. Peanut Trucker, definitely am looking into Walcott. Reach out to me, email me, finchresources@gmail.com, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on with that. Because as long as there's no conflict, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. I'm glad you brought it up. So anyway, guys, thanks for everything. It's been a lot of fun. And again, always say it, comment. And, I love reading the comments. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Scotty. Yeah, there is a lot of working show trucks in there. That's where, Fleenor, if you know show trucks, you know who Fleenor is, working show trucks. And they always have some parked in there. But Anyway, guys, thanks a lot, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. And I will eat peanut. I'll check the email now, and I will talk to you guys later.